The tension of the New Testament is this: God has fulfilled his promises in Jesus. His kingdom has come. And we have to have eyes to see it. It's not fully here. It's not manifest in its fullness, but it has dawned for those who have been given eyes to see by faith. It is working in the world. And we see this perfectly represented in John the Baptist in Matthew 11. John, he's in a prison cell for proclaiming that the Christ was coming. And he's hearing that Jesus is doing ministry, but it's not exactly in the way that everybody thought it was going to be. Right? He's not riding in on the white horse and killing the Romans and liberating them so that they can have their own kingdom on the world. Right? He's coming in a seed that's planted in the soil and is going to die. And John is in a prison cell scratching his head and going, I saw the heavens open. I saw the dove come down and God say, this is the guy. Are you the guy? Are you the one? Are you the one that's coming? Or did we look for another? Are you really the Messiah? The one who is going to break in and usher God's redemption age into the world? Are you really the one? And Jesus answers the disciples, sending them back to John, and he goes, go, tell John what you hear and what you see. If you have eyes to see this, you'll see what's going on. And he quotes Isaiah for him. He says, the blind receive their sight. The lame, they're walking. Lepers are being cleansed and the deaf hear. The dead are raised up. The poor have the good news preached to them. All markers of the day when the kingdom of God would crash into the world. And then what does he say? You have a specific blessing if you are not offended at the way that I'm doing this. There is a specific blessedness if your heart does not grow offended at the reality that this is a lot more like leaven hidden in a loaf of a lump of dough than it is trumpet blasts and everything happening all at once. For those that have eyes to see and whose hearts get sustained, not being offended along the way really matters.